Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people, what's going on? It's your boy, man, like Matt, Team Kopish. You know what time it is. I've got Ram, got Monts. Drift to be joining us a bit later. It's the match reaction. Europa League. Liverpool have just lost 3-2 to Toulouse. A lot happened in this game. There's quite a bit to unpack as well. Liverpool conceding 3, but obviously a controversial goal was disallowed in the last 9 minutes of the game. Ram, I'll start with you first. Liverpool obviously draw against Luton. Bad performance. Everyone thinks, well, we should really beat Toulouse. It shouldn't be much of a big deal. We beat them 5-1 2 weeks ago. But now they beat us 3-2. What on earth happened today, bro?
A lot has happened today. A lot of that is not good as well. Oh, watching that match was a bit of a pain in itself, and it was bad. Certain players who were meant to step up and do their thing didn't do their thing. The first 25 minutes in general, I think it was okay. It was decent. We made some really good passages of play. But consistency, man. No consistency at all. Then 35 minutes, Simikas, who a lot of people, including myself, have been very skeptical about playing for Liverpool in general, does another stupid piece of I don't even know, foolishness. A stupid piece of foolishness.
Tomfoolery. Yeah, you're right there. I saw it.
Tomfoolery, all of that BS, yeah. Dilly-dallying on the ball. And then they end up scoring from it. And I can guarantee you, when you look back on them goals that we conceded, I guarantee 2 of them goals were so avoidable. Completely avoidable. None of the players in this team or in the starting 11 had a good game. Maybe arguably Harvey Elliott and probably Joe Gomez. But that's pretty much it. And it was a very, very lackluster performance. And I'm so annoyed because if I think from the other game in our group, Lask has won. If we had won this game, the next 2 games are basically pointless. We would have qualified first of our group with nothing else could have happened. And it's another missed opportunity. And it's not even that. It's the fact of we had the result against Luton. We needed some form of bounce back ability. And what do? We put in a disaster class in Toulouse, man. Ridiculous.
I hear what you're saying, bro. And the thing is, apologies, people, I wasn't able to make it for the watch along. I was actually traveling back to try and make it back. I didn't make it back for a lot of the game. I missed a lot of the game, but I did see some parts of the game.
Matt, if you had watched the game, bro,
I just would have been vexed, innit?
You, bro.
Just would have been vexed. Just vexed at the place. Mons, Toulouse, if I'm not mistaken, they are 14th in the French league. And if I'm also not mistaken, they were winless in 5 games. Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken, made 9 changes tonight. 9 changes. Do you think part of our downfall was making too many changes? Or was it just a simple case of we're just not Liverpool tonight? And it's just one where you look at it and go, you have those type of games. Or do you think there's a bigger issue?
Give me a second. I need to just harness my
energy.
energy.
There's a lot to unpack there still. I can't lie. Pause.
Yeah, I just need to harness my energy because I'll be real. 9 men need to walk home from Paris, from France, from Toulouse. So they need to walk home still. Harvey can get on the coach. Yeah, do you know what? 10 man. No, Jota. But I'm not even gonna count the subs. 10 of them man can walk home. Harvey can get on the coach. Everyone else, you're walking yard. In the rain. In your kits. With your shin pads on. with your boots still on. Yeah, cleats clacking on the pavement. That's what it needs to be. That's what it needs to be. I hope there's something strong in that drink. Yeah.
Oh, there is.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm not saying obviously for Jota guys, you know, he came on a sub, so I'm not counting the subs. We didn't get going for the whole game. We never got. When did we get started? What? When it was 3-2, pretty much. After Jota's goal, after that, that's when we got started. We started playing in the 88th minute. It took us 88 minutes to wake up. You did not travel to Kazakhstan and to play on. You're in France. It's not even a long journey, so there's no burnout. Like the man, there was 11 changes, so the man are fresh. So I need to understand why there was a lack of application and a lack of work rate. Do you know what? If we tried today and we just got bopped off the park, I can go, you know what? They shouldn't have been better than us, but somehow they were better than us. We're going to go through anyway. It is what it is. But these men weren't, it's like they weren't even trying. Costa Simikas for that goal. How many brain cells do you need to lack? How? Let me know, bro. Let me know. And I don't want to hear Eurostar tax because you know how comfortable Eurostar is. I've been in France 4 times this year. You not tell me how it is comfortable. And the customs take 10 minutes. Yeah. Understand. Kwanzaa, I love the kid to bits. He's brilliant. But he wasn't good today. Gomez, Matip, not good today. The midfield, Endometrium, the end of the road. Horrible today. Shocking. Hooked at half time. Gakpo or Casper. I don't know which one anymore. I don't know which one. You know what I'm saying? Ben Doak. He needs to take a leaf out of Darwin's book. Just play on instinct. Because when he has to think about things, he panics. He doesn't know what to do with it. And that's why he hasn't scored a goal for Liverpool yet. Yeah? Diaz started the game well. Actually, do you know what? Diaz don't need to walk home. Diaz was actually all right today. I'm not going to lie. Let me not lie. Diaz was all right today.
Plus, he's had obviously his father. Just quickly thing. Obviously, his father got released, and not only that, great news by the way. That's just a quick segue because you know what? I'm so glad that his father has now been released, and now do you get what I'm saying? His family now back together. So big up the whole Diaz family, and for the people that were able to get that over the line in terms of getting his dad released, because at one point I personally was fearing the worst because obviously the longer it went on, and I think it was 12 days they said as well. So big up to Luis Diaz and his family. I hear you. Just quickly, Mons, before you even... Yeah. All right, let me ask you this, yeah?
Go on.
I understand the lack of application from the players, but obviously, and I mentioned as well, like the 9 changes that Klopp made. Klopp has to make these kind of changes as well because we always talk about running players into the ground and giving other players opportunities. And today was like the perfect example. Do you feel like... I don't know whether this quote was real from Sobo, because I just thought about it now. You know when Sobo mentioned something about some people are cool to be on the bench, do you feel like there just wasn't enough appetite from the players that don't normally start? So I'm talking about...
No way.
So who played right back today? Who started
Joey
right
G.
back?
Joey G.
So Joey, I don't think Joey G's in that category. Endo, do you feel like Endo? I mean, again, I don't want to do too much, but I can only go by what you lot are saying and how it seemed like we played today. And it seems like the main things that you guys kind of said today that kind of brings to my attention is application. And we are Liverpool Football Club. It shouldn't matter if this was a behind closed doors friendly. We should be playing at 100% all the time, and especially under our manager and how he wants us to play. We should be very what's the word?
Matt, it's not that because we bought these men at home.
With 5-1. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
so there's no excuse, and I don't want to hear about people are saying, you know, the first teamers as well. Bro, it's not about relax. It's not about resting the players because big hitters came on at half time. Trent, Sobo, and Salah came on at half time. Salah got clotted in his neck by the keeper's kneecap, and we didn't see him after that for the rest of the game. So Lord knows what's happened to Salah's neck. Oh, do you not forget about that? You man think there's still a chance he could even be injured?
Who? Sorry, who?
Salah.
So Salah, what was running through on goal, and the goalkeeper rushed out, made himself big, jumped, and kneed him in the neck.
What?
Do you remember? Do you remember? Like, what's it called? It wasn't
Oh,
bad. You know,
was it a foul then? Surely.
No,
yeah.
it wasn't a
nothing got
foul.
given.
It
Nothing
wasn't
got
a
given.
foul.
Nothing got given. Nothing got given. I'm not saying Salah's injured, but I'm saying the way he got clotted in his neck, bro. Understand? We did not need to. For one, I understand you want to win the game when you're gonna put the big hitters on, but just pick and choose. Like Drifty was even saying, "Oh, do you know what? Like, it's one of those ones where, you know, we're 2-0 down. There's 25 minutes to go. Might as well just take this one on the head and just, you know, we'll still top the group anyways." He then proceeds to bring on Darwin and then proceeds to bring on Jota. So what rest are we talking about here? And what trust are we talking about here to really go to them for the game? You bring on your big hitters, but you don't bring on all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
this is a reality check that we are still not good enough to win games in gear one. Yeah? And
Agreed.
it's been and you know, I saw a lot of people in the comments at the start of the video saying that, you know, we start games so poorly. I want to go as far as to say we honest.
Drift.
How about now?
Hear me?
Hello.
Bad
Bad
echo.
echo. I say come out and then come back in.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I thought
Man, talking on the multiverse.
Yeah.
man.
yeah, that's the multiverse.
That was a multiverse team, bro.
Yeah,
all right. So Mons, what you're basically saying is this year, I'm talking about resting the players and whatnot, and you're saying Klopp kind of didn't even really rest them anyway, which is true because he brought on obviously the big hitters. But I guess sometimes when you are chasing a game, you think to yourself, oh, maybe we can get some out of this game. You do bring them on. For me personally, after just kind of seeing what I saw, which wasn't a lot of the game, I saw majority of the second half, or just say second part of the second half. We still looked like we were playing how we played against Luton, but what I find kind of crazy is that it was a different group of players. So like that says to me that it's a mentality thing, because it's different set of players. Oh, drift. Yeah.
What again?
Yeah.
That's cool, bro.
What the hell's going on? Hold on.
Yeah,
But when I mute it, does it stop?
Yeah.
Did it stop?
Yeah,
it does stop.
It stopped. It stopped, bro. Yeah.
Alright, let me
Drift,
try.
reset. If anything, just reset.
Yeah. Let me try. Reset.
Definitely talking from the ninth dimension, bro.
Whoa.
I'm trying to do that Thanos thing, you know.
Yeah, Drifty was streaming from Aquasplash there.
This is what I'm saying, though. Liverpool draw to Luton. Liverpool lose to Toulouse. Drifty's in the multiverse. What's next? I don't know, bro.
Maybe Drifty might need to put some headphones in because of the sound going back into the mic. It might do like a little echo.
Yeah. Let me see if thing. All right, cool. So, guys, just quickly, I don't mind who says this first. What disappointed you most about the game? Was it the result or was it the performance?
Application.
Both.
Both.
Raw, you both. Okay.
Application for me. I don't think they'd had any quality that are better than us. Matt, name me one player from their team.
Dalinga.
That's
the striker.
I don't know his name though. No, big man.
No. I didn't say don't name me a position. I don't know the name. Striker. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dalinga. That's his name.
Yeah,
you know, because but it's frustrating because you man saw you remember that. I'm just saying, if this put out this year, if this game hadn't started, obviously, and he asked you that question, Ram, I don't know if you'd be able to answer that question.
Nah, I know who Dalinga is.
Oh, you do know who he is?
I've heard of him.
Okay, fair play.
But the problem is he ain't getting into the starting 11. There's no way. None of these players are getting into the starting 11. Let's be frank. Let's be frank about this, man. None of them get into our starting 11.
These guys don't even get into our E team.
Okay, I won't go too far. Maybe he gets in the C team.
Do you know what's so frustrating? Yeah, here's the thing. Like you said, man, just thinking about it now. Liverpool let everybody down when they drew against Luton, a game that we should be winning. So I think to myself, no matter what team Klopp is going to put out their name, they're actually, regardless to a degree, regardless of the result, and I say to a degree, at least the players will give it their all. But from when you look at both saying application and whatnot, that's a real worry for me. Because this is like this is a tournament really that some people oh, drift. I say try, bro. The feedback is mad, bro.
I think you might need to put headphones in, Drift.
I ain't got headphones at the moment, you know. So if it's moving too mad, I'll have to just leave you look to it. I don't know what.
I know, still.
I don't know. Well, I literally was just doing a watch along with them, man, and everything was fine. I don't know what's going on, but
Have you
Are you connected to anything?
nope.
Hold on, let me try.
1 2 1 2. Yeah, the echo's mad.
What about
Man's
now?
Liverpool. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2
Slight,
1 2.
but it's quiet.
It's slight. It's a little bit better. No. It's still mad. It's still mad.
No.
Lower your volume, Drift. Lower your volume.
What about now?
Man
Is it
said
better now?
Toulouse are in the studio. 1 2 1 2.
Is it better now?
I can hear it still.
I don't know what's going, bruv. I don't understand what's going on.
You were fine though when we were.
You was
doing the
fine
watch along.
before.
Wait, have you got? No.
What about? Hold on a minute. Let me.
Do you know what, Drift? If we, do you know what I say? Yeah. Mute, but when you need to speak, you speak, and we will all mute. Does that make sense? Just put a thumbs up, Drift. Yeah. So, Drift, say your piece now. Yeah, say your piece now. We're all gonna go on mute, and then maybe just me, maybe one of us might be able to talk to you without the echo. So go on, Drift. You go. Say what you got to say, bro. Go on.
Fuck Man United all day, every day. Bird gang. How was that for echo?
Yeah, the echo was mad still. I can still hear it now. My echo is mad still. We're right. You know what, Drift? Say we got. Oh, it's gone now. It's gone. All right. Let me ask you a question, Drift. Let me ask you a question because I asked the guys here. What concerned you most about today, bro? Like, if you could sum it up quickly, bro, before we get into player ratings, what upset you the most about today? Was it the performance? Was it the result? Was it the team selection? Let me know what you think, bro. I'm gonna stay on mute as well. Everyone else stay on mute.
Personally, for me, I don't think anything worries me. I'm just really annoyed. I think it was just unprofessionalism from a point of view where I think we just took the game for granted. I think we whacked them up the other day and we just thought it'll just be the same again. And we underestimated that they would be on it and they would be prideful at home. They'd want revenge. Just a lot of different kind of feelings of unprofessionalism more than anything. To say worry, I wouldn't say worry. I know there's obviously things that people don't like. Like I heard that Endo's performance wasn't the greatest. There's been a few players that seem to have maybe slipped off the boil a bit, like Sobo being one of them. Absolutely outstanding for the first 8 or 9 games, and now he's kind of gone off the boil a bit. Did we run him into the ground? Remember when I said to you he looks knackered? I was like, are we running him into the ground a little bit already? And yeah, other than that, I'm not too worried, so to speak. But this pissed me off. Yeah, you don't just lose like that, man. And I don't know if you've seen right at the end, I know it's crying over spilt milk, especially when we played that badly, but that equaliser was absolutely wrongly disallowed. I'm sorry, that's mad.
I agree with everything you just said there. You're right. I think the reason why I'm asking if you guys are worried is because obviously I didn't see as much of the game as you guys, so obviously you guys can have a better assessment. But it's just the fact of because we drew against Luton and we're playing a team that we beat 5-1. I'm not saying you're going to beat them 5-1 again, but you should know that, if you put in a good performance and the application is there, you should be able to beat this team, even if you are away from them, because we're good enough for Liverpool. Now, I don't think, like you said, it's a thing of where we have to start worrying long term. But I do think there's a few things that you pointed out. Like for me, for example, Sobo being a little bit jaded, and like we've both spoken about it. He does look a little bit tired. Endo, I know he said there's nothing to really worry about, but then I do find it mad that Endo, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong here. Was he the only one, Ram, that got hooked at halftime, or were there more at halftime?
Costas got hooked at halftime as well.
Rightly so, to be fair, because that first goal that we conceded was because of him. Dilly dallying. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know whether he just thought, yeah, right, you know.
Look,
yeah.
Matt, I'm just going to say he's not good enough to play for Liverpool.
Do you feel like he's regressed? Because we weren't saying that about 12 months ago, if we're being honest.
No, but he peaked at 21, 22.
I'll swear, you think he peaked?
He peaked. Like I said this on JJ stream, big up JJ. I wanted to get a new left back. I wanted to sell Simikas and get in a new left back. And I've already started looking for a left back, man, because he's just not good enough. The drop off between him and Robertson, and we're not even talking Robertson from day. We're not talking about Robertson from 1920 or 1890. We're talking Robertson now. And Robertson now is still class. But the drop off is bad. It's very, very, very bad. And the fact that Simikas going forward, who we used to praise him a lot for, he's not even cutting the mustard. Defensively, we'll know he's a liability. And even when he's on the ball, he just dilly-dallies. And it's like, come on, man. What are we doing here? What's the point? What's the point of you being here if you're not going to offer anything going forward and you're going to be a liability defensively? And look, he's not even young. He's not even young where he can improve.
He's 27 or something, people are saying in the chat. 27, 28, bro.
Yeah, like if he's like 21, 22, I hear it. He can improve. He can get better. Understanding of the game becomes better. But he's 27, 28. Like he's going into his prime years. I think we can do better. I really do. And someone said it right here. Simikas against Mbeumo is going to be a tough watch, in my opinion. It's going to be a really bad watch.
I don't want to think about Brentford right now because I'm not going to lie. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was really just being I was just thinking like Brentford, they're a good team, but obviously like we should take care.
They play similar to what Toulouse was playing to today.
But the thing is, the way from what I saw of the game, Toulouse were definitely playing some type of low to medium block, and they basically
that's what Brentford will play.
Yeah, they will. That's what. So yeah, Thomas Frank will do that all day because they will. Remember what they done to Chelsea? You know, they're not a joke. Brentford are not a joke, even without Ivan Toney. They're not a joke. Yeah. And Mbeumo is class as well. Just quickly on Simikas as well because he signed that new deal. Just to play devil's advocate, and this is why I'm the host today. I'm kind of glad because I don't really want to do this today. But yeah, play devil's advocate. Are we being a bit harsh on Simikas? Because if we keep it a buck and then we're going to play ratings, was he the only guy that didn't play well? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or is it a case of like, was he so bad that he stood out and he just went, do you know what? Yeah, he does look like his Liverpool career is only going in one direction, and that's not any higher. Pause.
I'm so glad you phrased it that way because from at first I was gonna say he was shite, but no, I think the mistake that he made summed up his performance. I sort of accentuated how bad he was. You know,
yeah.
Going forward, like I said before, didn't offer much. Crosses weren't crossing. They weren't finding the right men in the box, and defensively, like I said, he's a liability. And at times he left Joel Conte out to dry. And me and Mons were talking about him during the game about Conte. He didn't have a good game because at times he was getting out to dry. He's getting left out to dry, like really badly by Simikas. And this is an experienced player, one of our most experienced players.
Matt, what was the question? Were you saying do you think he's good enough to play for the club?
Well, it's more of a case of like, are we been? And again, like obviously we've lost today. It feels even worse because we drew against Luton. You lose to Toulouse, yeah. No pun intended, yeah.
Right.
Players, a lot of players didn't cover themselves in any glory. He's kind of been on everyone's kind of hit list, so to speak, because in recent weeks he hasn't been amazing. But if we look at it as a whole, are we focusing too much on Simikas because he made the mistake, or are we saying this like everyone's kind of been thinking this from not start the season, but I don't know, last 3 to 4 weeks kind of thing?
I think, and I don't know if you don't notice, I haven't really homed in on Simikas that much because, as I said, 10 of them can walk. I told you, them man can walk home in their studs. Like, yes, Simikas made the mistake. Yes, players make mistakes. But since Robbo's injury, has Simikas actually been that bad? He didn't start against Luton. That wasn't Simikas's fault. That was Klopp's fault. We knew a team was going to be compact.
When he come on, what did he do once?
What does that even mean, though, bro?
What did he do when he came on?
Well, what did you want him to do? Because he didn't make any defensive mistakes. So what did you want him to do?
Play some decent balls into the box.
He done all right. He put a few decent crosses into the box. He wasn't great. He wasn't amazing. Let's not act like Robertson's been glittering himself with glory this season.
Robertson's been very good this season.
He's been all right.
Let's not get twisted.
He's been all right.
Nah. I think a lot of people have been underrating how good Robertson's been this season.
And I think people are overdoing it with Simikas. It's game number 3 since Robbo's been gone. So let's give him a run of games before we can actually openly say his shit. I'm not saying Simikas is the greatest defender in the world. I think he's not good enough to be first choice left back at Liverpool. However, he made a mistake, and I'm on him for the mistake. He didn't have a great game today. A lot of players didn't have a great game today, but I think I'm going to give him a few more games to then make my overall judgment. Because you man know when Monts makes a decision, it sticks in it. You man know me. It sticks in it. Like I just think that we need to give him a few more games because Simikas has never he's never going to get a run of games like this for Liverpool as he is now. This is his only opportunity for Liverpool where he's going to get a run of games till the end of the year, to the end of the calendar year, let's say. So let's just see how he does. One mistake, I'm not going to make the one mistake. Obviously, we already know he's not amazing. So I'm not going to expect Andy Robertson from Simikas. However, I do expect better than today. And it wasn't his fault that he got benched. He should have started versus Luton. And he should have played. And he played okay in the 2 games before that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing today that just annoyed me was just that it was almost like when he first came to Liverpool and he kind of like weren't at the races. It's like the game was kind of passing him by. That Simikas, we can't see that. So this has to be the one and done. Like the one and done, in my opinion. I don't know whether him not starting against Luton had affected his mindset. If that did affect his mindset, then serious questions need to be asked. But that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Fair play. Quickly, right, you two got me. I'm going to quickly ask Drift a question. Drift. Regarding Simikas, because I think Simikas is obviously capturing a lot of the talk at the moment from everybody. Because obviously it was one of his mistake what we considered the first goal. People are questioning his ability now in terms of like, since Robert's been injured, has he covered himself in glory? What's your thoughts on Simikas, bro? Are you in the agreement of Rams where you kind of feel like, you know what, he kind of peaked 21-22 season? Or are you kind of on the same wavelength as Monts, where Monts is saying, listen, he's had some bad games, but he needs a bit more time because maybe we're treating him a bit too harshly because this is his first time really he's at a running games. And not even, when I say running games, Monts is kind of right. He still played against Luton and didn't. Then he comes back into the lineup again, and he's probably figures himself, right, like, you're going to play Joey G ahead of me. Like, what's really good? So what's your thoughts on Simikas, bro? Right, everyone got on mute.
I don't think what we thought of Simikas in the first 18, 24 months that he was at Liverpool can be so far wrong for it to be true that he's this crap player now. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it is being on the sideline for such long periods of time. I don't know if he's having something going on with his personal life, if he's falling out with Klopp. I don't know what the reasons could be why he's not playing as regularly, he's not doing well when he plays. I agree with Monts that we got to give it more time before we say he's not good enough. I mean, this is a player that we all thought was a good player. Like, I don't know, I don't believe you can just be crap overnight. I think there's got to be some kind of circumstance or whatever. If he's not good enough in the end, fair enough. We will have to replace him, innit? We'll have to bring in somebody to replace him. But I do think it's like today, for example, and again, I've said this many times, Matt, you know already, I do believe that our fan base really likes to point fingers when something goes wrong. And there's always got to be the one guy who gets it. Like, there just has to be that one guy, he just gets it. Like, Diaz made a mistake for the second goal today that was not too dissimilar to Simikas, just in a different way. But because Diaz has got the whole thing going on, we've been behind him, we love him, whatever, like no one will talk about that. 2-3 weeks ago, if Diaz had done that, all hell would have broke loose. Do you remember? And all of a sudden, Diaz just became the scapegoat and everyone was just going ham on Diaz and talking about Diaz this and Diaz that. Like we got to kind of be a bit more aware of what we're doing when we do these things as a fan base. All of a sudden, just always pointing fingers at one man. It was Nunez's fault we didn't beat Luton. Now it's Simikas's fault that we didn't beat Toulouse. It's we can't just always just keep going ham on one player. It's a team game, man. Come on, man. I don't like this. I don't like this easy. I'm just gonna bad you up because you did something obviously today that I don't like. So I'm gonna go after you. If you actually look at the game today as well, what I find quite kind of mad is a lot of the players who didn't play well today are the players who are only getting one game every 2 weeks, in and out of the team. Do you get what I mean? Kelleher didn't have a good game. Kelleher's a top goalkeeper, but the guy is only getting one game every couple weeks now, or he's playing every 3 or 4 games. You don't get rhythm like that. Konza, he's young and he's in and out the team. Didn't have the greatest game today, Ram was saying. But I mean, if you're in and out the team, them things can happen. Endo, I know, apparently he had a really bad game. The man's in and out the team, knows if he's playing, gets 5 minutes here, then he plays 20 minutes, then he's out the team. There's no rhythm these players are getting. And I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I'm not saying we should go ham on Klopp. I'm not saying we should go ham on the players. I'm just saying let's take some things into consideration when we're being upset, when we're making our judgment, because real life happens within these scenarios. And if you're just in and out the team, anyone who's played football knows you can't play on Wednesday, then you don't play again for 2 weeks, then you play at the weekend in a fortnight's time, then you come out, then you get 20 minutes. You don't get rhythm to play well like that. And a lot of these men who we're moaning at, they're the ones who were in and out the team. Even Simikas, he hasn't been playing every week since Thingy got injured. He's been out starting, getting 20 minutes out the next game, starting this game. He's not even just starting playing to get the rhythm. I'm not saying these people are great. I'm not saying that there isn't reason to be worried or to be annoyed at certain things that are happening. But let's allow the scapegoat thing. Seriously, let's allow the scapegoat thing, man. We're better than this. We really do just pick on one man every game or for a couple games. Joey was getting it. I remember when it's just him all the time. It's like we just keep picking this one man and we just go ham on him. I don't agree with that. I think that's wrong.
One thing I will say though, just to play devil's advocate again, yeah. I understand there should be no witch hunt for any player, but if one player is constantly making mistakes, I think it's okay as a fan base to call it out. Obviously, last season, Joe Gomez got a lot of stick, but rightly so, in my opinion, because he wasn't up to standard. Now, I'm not saying, a lot of players this season have been the same as Joe Gomez as last season, but if people see a trend of players not playing well, I think it's okay to call them out, bro, because people have been saying for a minute now, they feel like it's not and to be fair to what Ram said, I don't think the Simikas thing started today. It started from before. But I also kind of agree as well, it doesn't get a run of games. But let me play another devil's advocate, bro. We always complain when the same team plays, players don't get no rest, burnout, rare, tear. So when Klopp plays them, if they don't play well, what do we do? They hardly ever play. So basically, it's not their fault. Well, bro, if you're going to play and Klopp plays you once in every 3 weeks, you have to be ready. We're Liverpool. We're one of the biggest clubs in the world. You might not play every game. You got to be ready, though. You got to be ready on site. So when a manager says to you, it's your time, you have to be ready. And sometimes I feel like we use the excuse of going, he's not in rhythm. And I understand that. And that's fair to say. But you've got to look at the flip side and go, yeah, but you want to know something? Bottled it. There's nothing we can do about that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I look at it sort of like both sides of the coin, innit? I don't know how you feel about that.
I hear what you're saying there, bro, and that can be true as well. What you're saying, but what you're saying can also be true. I'm just trying to give that other side perspective because I think we're just going too ham on players, scapegoating them. And again, yeah, if somebody plays bad, you can call the player out. Yeah, you can. I'm not saying you can't call the player out if he's playing bad, but when you do he's shit, get him out my club. Why is he here? And you do all that. It's like, whoa, pump the brakes a bit. He had a bad game. Like I've seen a few people already. Kelleher ain't good enough. So what? He has one bad game, and all of a sudden he's not good enough. Rein it in a bit. Just have a little bit more control over your analysis of the scenario, because we can't just go from here to here, from here to here. It's too all over the place. Before the Luton game, we were buzzing. We were happy with the majority of what was going on. We were winning games and playing well. We draw to Luton, we lose to Toulouse, and all of a sudden, this player's that, get him out my club. Klopp told you Klopp ain't good enough. And it's just like, whoa. Let this like overly emotional, unnecessary response. Like, you know what I mean? You can be annoyed in the moment, but what's with the over the top? Like, I don't know, like each to their own. If you lot want to like lose your shit over it, then you're more than entitled to. But I just think that stuff's a bit like gone too far. Scapegoating one man and blaming him for why we didn't win and all that kind of stuff. I think that's going too far. Like, if you make a mistake, yes, you can be chastised for it. But if I'm not mistaken, Simikas's mistake was made with 70 minutes left in the game. Like, are you really going to blame Simikas for why we lost this game? There was 70 minutes left after he makes his mistake. It's Toulouse. We should have been able to rectify his mistake and still get the win. Do you know what I mean? We should have got a draw today, and the referees just pulled another mad thing. And that just shows you how much we should have won the game, because we played football for 15 minutes and scored 3 goals. I mean, well, one of them was an own goal, but it was still the pressure we put on them. But you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think people are getting a bit too carried away. And another thing I'll say, because I know you lot keep muting. One thing I have noticed as well, guys, we had very realistic expectations at the beginning of the season that went up and up as we started to get better and play and win. I think people have still got to remember we are still that learning team, even though we have been winning games. And these things will happen from time to time while we're trying to get to that level. Like, let's not let the expectation that's grown make us overly angry about something that at the beginning we all anticipated would happen. Do you get what I mean? Like, I know things change, but like, I think it's gone a bit too over the top when we kind of thought this would be the case anyway, right? We thought we'd be losing some, we'd probably be in the top 4 race. Like, that's what we thought would happen before ball was kicked. All of a sudden, we're playing brilliantly. We're in a title race, so to speak. The expectations do raise naturally, but then people forget the reason they thought that we wouldn't be. And those things are going to creep in while we're trying to learn, while we're getting used to everything, while we're, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, everybody to their own. I think some of it is a bit overreaction for me.
No, I hear what you're saying, bro. One thing I will say, though, is that things change. Season progresses, your expectations change, and you adjust to your expectations and to what you are currently doing. And I think Liverpool fans have a right to sit there and go, this team, if they were fully focused, should arguably be top of the league. Arguably. Or at least 1 point behind. Because we should have beat Luton and we would have been on 26 points. And yes, we are kind of... Yeah, go on, Ram.
I was going to say, I did say that the week before, minimum second until the end of until international break. We should be minimum second with the games that we have and the quality of players that we have and the quality. Let's not forget, the quality of manager that we have. We got big boy Jurgen Klopp, man, one of the best managers in the world, and we need to have these kind of standards where this guy could, because this is the only manager in the Premier League that's won a Premier League title against big boy Pep. So we need to hold these high standards, man. And I'm not saying, look, I said this before, I don't think we're going to win the league, but I'm sure as hell think we're going to be there or thereabouts.
I agree.
That don't mean we're going to be like 1 point behind them, but we'll be there or thereabouts, 100% at the end of the season. and we're going to pick up a trophy on the way as well. Maybe an FA Cup and a Europa. I think for me, Europa is I wouldn't say guaranteed.
The quality's there, Ram. Do you know what it is that frustrates? Sorry, Jeff, I know you can't really speak man because you're mute, but I think what frustrates the majority of the fan base, Drift, is that the quality's there, bro, but it's the mindset. The quality's there to beat Luton. The quality's there to beat Toulouse. But it's the mindset that the players go out with. I understand players need rhythm. I fully hear you because rhythm is a massive part in football. And take it from someone who, in their early years, that didn't play week in, week out, had to kind of convince the manager right to take. But at one point, I said I had to take my chance. You got to take your chance. You have to show the manager that I'm about this life. I don't care if I play once in every 3 weeks. When I play once in 3, I'm gonna do the madness. But it doesn't always work out like that. But the application that Mont says has to be there. Because without that application, it doesn't matter how much talent you have. And what frustrates Liverpool fans is we are one of the most talented teams in world football, but sometimes the application gets lost. And to draw to Luton and lose to Toulouse, no pun intended, shouldn't be happening. Before we get to
I hear you on that, bro. Here's one thing that I'll say though, bro. Yeah, and again, I'm not making excuses. We should have won today, and we should not be in this scenario. And we should have beat Luton as well. So I'm not making excuses. I'm pissed at those drop points in those two separate competitions. But what I'm saying is the over the top thing. I just think is unnecessary. As in, sometimes people don't want to hear it, but shit happens. Nobody thought Wolves were going to beat Man City. Shit happens. Nobody thought Arsenal would lose to Lille in the Champions League. Shit happens. Man United were 2-0 up last night against Copenhagen. Shit happens. I'm just saying, let's not go overboard. If we're like 4 or 5 games down the line and this is still continue to happen, they'll be like, whoa, hold on, what's going on? And then I'll be like, yo, and then I'll be jumping on that boat. But if we beat Brentford, then, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people have got last season PTSD. We've been good this season. We have. We've been good this season. I think last season keeps creeping back into people's train of thought when they get worried or annoyed or angry or whatever. We've been good this season. Like I don't know, man. Shit happens. You know what I mean? So again, I don't know. And even like when people will say like excuses, it's like reasons are not excuses. When people, if you give somebody a reason for something and they call it an excuse, I think that's when you just don't want to hear it. You're just stuck in your ways and you don't want to hear it. Like sometimes people do make excuses for things, but when you give reasons for why some things can happen, you're not giving an excuse. You're trying to make a logical, rational understanding of the situation. So I'm just trying to get people to just be a little bit more rational and a little bit more logical. I'm not making excuses. If you play once every 3 weeks, it's actually logical that you can't find rhythm and you may not perform well, even though people say you should be ready and all that. I'm sure they want to be ready, but rhythm and form in football is a real thing. And if you don't know that, how long you been watching football? So I'm just trying to give a level-headed, logical explanation as to why some things might be the way they are. It's not excuses. If you don't want to hear the logic, then you're just being hard-headed. Do you know what I mean? So
I think this is one stat which actually says a lot is that I get it when you said there's not enough rhythm, but what can we say about the players that even though they don't have this so-called rhythm, they still end up performing at the same time? Case in point, Harvey Elliott right here. Harvey Elliott, in my opinion, had a really good game. Had a really good game against Luton.
And he doesn't start all the time, innit? Yeah, and he does his thing.
Exceptions to every rule.
Yeah, but bro, we can't use that excuse for the time. I just.
But the reason why I go after Simi, sorry, Matt.
Go on, bro.
It's been almost a year, and I think the one where it started for me was that West Ham. I don't know if you guys remember that West Ham game at Anfield where I think Nunes scored the only goal and Alisson made that penalty save for Bowen. That's when I was like, oh shoot, is Simi really that guy that we think we are? And then I said I'll give him another 10 games, see what it was all about. And nothing's changed. he still looks the same. He still looks the guy that can't defend, and the guy that can probably 1 in every 7 crosses becomes a very good cross and could probably be an assist. That's where I have my reservations with Simikas. That's where I feel as though I'm like done. I'm happy to look for another new left back, in my opinion.
I hear that. Before we move on to player ratings, Monts, do you want to say anything? So I know you seem like you're in deep thought there, bro. Anything you want to say before we go into player ratings?
Just that, as I said,
We'll get there, Chris. We'll get there.
I'm not gonna solely. I'm with Drift. I'm not gonna solely blame Simikas, but again, it just needs to be the one and done. I'm with the. If a player consistently makes mistakes, then as a fan base, we can go in as much as we need to go in. If man said I want him at my club, so be it. I've been there when I openly said Gomez can't play centre back for my club ever again after last season. I openly said that because he was consistently getting moved to consistently. You know, I didn't say after one game. He didn't have one bad game and I go, oh, get him at my club. Do you know what I'm saying? He had a plethora of bad games, have a plethora of mistakes, and that was a time where, you know, when it becomes consistent, then you can consistently keep walking away from the club because I don't want to see that as a football fan. However, I don't think Simikas has made a plethora of mistakes for us to kind of be going in on him like that. As I said, give him a couple. Let's give him a wider spread, a bigger sample size for us to make big decisions like that or big judgments, and then we can move forward. I think that's what I'll probably say on that.
No, I respect that, bro. I hear that. Everyone's just vexed right now, innit? You draw to Luton, feels like a loss. You lose to Toulouse. You're thinking, what next? Right, I'm read out the supers before we get to player ratings. The Reddit guy 8 says, I lost my favorite sport, Formula 1, due to corruption. It's not happening in football. I'm literally spitting fire. I hear that, brother. Hey Ming TSC says no physicality midfield equals gets bossed in these away games with aggressive low blocks. No Andre is well confirmed. Season will unravel. Klopp versus low block. Boy, it's looking mad. Everyone's just pissed off in it, but I guess rightly so. Dinesh King says everyone Liverpool played rubbish. I agree with you. Big at yourself, bro. Liverpool did not play good at all. M says no difference between Simikas and Manquillo. Manquillo, you know. Mr. Link says Simikas, Matip, Gakpo, Endo were utter trash. Do you not agree with that statement quickly? Were they all trash?
In their own way.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Damn.
Gakpo, for me, that ghosting gene is very, very prominent, man. I can't doubt the quality, bro. Quality player, but man, he ghosts, and it can be very annoying.
I thought it was only when he went on the left wing, but there's times where if we don't find him at his feet, he has that ghosting gene. I'll be real. That's why I called him Casper at the start of the stream.
Boy, Connoverre said if we don't improve soon, City will batter us by 3. Do you not agree with that?
Yep.
Nah.
Yep.
Not necessarily. We'll have to wait and see. We'll be more up for that game, and we'll have to wait and see. Innit?
Fair play. Joe A says we are unbalanced big time from a system and squad perspective. We don't have a defensive shape, and this is what has exposed TAA. That's Trent Alexander-Arnold, Robbo, and Simi. Do you not agree with that one as well?
Partially.
We're unbalanced.
I don't think we're unbalanced big time. I just think that the lack of a destroyer doesn't give the level of protection that we would want those players to get. I think, and we're adapting to a new system. I think people might be slightly underestimating the fact that I know it's been about maybe 18 to 25 games roughly that we've been trying to do the inverted thing, but we are still adjusting to it. So I think it's a combination of a few things.
Fair play. H. Hold on, Jeff, you have to mute the echo. Shit, sorry, bro. H, you might know how I feel about Joey, but I don't mind him starting left back over Simi based on this season. Costas looking like Jack from Top Boy at left back. Bruh, if you seen Top Boy, you know what time it is.
So I know every time I jump in, people have got to mute it. Do you guys think, yeah, that if we like, because here's the thing as well, like, ain't this only like 2 losses, and the Spurs loss don't even really count, right? Ain't it only like 2 losses in like close to 30 games, like 28 games or 27 games or something like that? Like 2 losses in 27 games. Like, I mean, is that really a cause to be like going so like ham in terms of like how you feel overall? I don't know.
You could. The thing is, bro, it's not even about the stats; it's about the manner, and I think this is what a lot of people are kind of annoyed about. 2-28 is not bad, bro. It's how you lose. And they're called Toulouse.
You know what it is? People are allowed to be annoyed at today.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed at today, but why are you bringing everything into it, as in like the whole season or the foreseeable future? Like, let's just isolate today and call it today.
No, but bro, people are bringing up. I don't know, Drift. You have to mute for a second. What people are bringing up is application. Application is a serious thing because application means, are you actually on job? Are you ready? Is your mind there? Do you have other things going on? Today's not about necessarily, oh, we lost. Because I think a lot of people would have accepted like Toulouse. Let's say Toulouse outplayed us, yeah? Everyone would just be like, you know what? We just got to play today. Them man was on smoke. But they wasn't. We weren't on job. We weren't on job, bro. And if we're not on job, we've already lost the fight. Because in my opinion, if you give it your all and you're on job, you're already in the right place. But if you're from when you're not doing that, you're in trouble already. You might as well be starting to go down because your mentality is not right. From how you approach a game, you can't just show up to France and just think it's a walk in the park. What do you think this is? Well, because it's Europa and not Champions League. You think you can just walk into a stadium and just think, we're Liverpool, rare tear tear, we've got new signings, rare tear. We can't do that. This ain't a joke. And I think sometimes go on, Jeff, go on, because I know when it's go on.
No, I was just gonna say I agree with you that we shouldn't do that. But you know what I think was a bit different about today was when you've been so much better than everyone else so far in the group and you've played everyone, it is unprofessional, which is what I think we've been. I think we've been unprofessional. But it is human nature to think, I will be all right. Do you get what I mean? Like, and again, it's unprofessional and it shouldn't be the case, but it is human nature. It is. Like, it's like, wow, we batted up everybody we just played. We're all right. And it shouldn't be that, but it is quite easy for that to seep in. And what it is, Toulouse took advantage of it. Because Toulouse could have been poor today and we might have got away with it. But credit to them, they took advantage of it. They were on it, they were up for it, and they took advantage of it. And you know what? Maybe that's the little wake-up call of like, you know what? We can't do that again, can we? And if you look at the other 2 teams that are in the group, which are worse in terms of quality than Toulouse, Toulouse are the best team in our group. So it's like the other 2 teams, in the back of their minds, are like, well, if we do lose this Toulouse game, we can beat those teams. And again, it is unprofessional to think that way, but it's also human nature. Like, you're 2-0 down. Are you going to pull a hamstring, bust in your gut for a game that, you know, we can rectify this next week? Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just one of them things where I think people have to be a little bit more calmer about the fact we dropped this game than they are. Like, yeah, I'm annoyed as well. I am. Like, I don't like Liverpool dropping points or losing any game. But like let's not go overboard. We're still top of the group. We've still got 2 games to rectify it. And like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
All right, bro. What I was gonna say is this, yeah. I hear what you're saying. If we beat Luton and we lost to Toulouse, I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, one of them games there. Bruv, we didn't beat Luton. We drew against Luton. We should have packed in Luton. Our rivals were packing Luton. We go then lose to Toulouse. The reason why people are annoyed is because the Luton game should have woke man up. So those players that don't play regularly should have been like, raw. We
I'm
drew to
saying, man.
Luton. Manager is pissed. Man's got to put on a performance now because I want to play all the time. I want to show Klopp that man deserves to be in start 11. Those players didn't do none of that.
That should have humbled them.
But that's a concern for me because it's easy to do the whole it's just one game and you don't know how the season's going to pan out, Drift. And I know what you're saying because it could easily be it's one game and we might look back at the end of the season and we say we win the competition, we'll look at that Toulouse game and go, hey, do you remember that game when we got Toulouse beat us? Look what we've done now. Who got the last laugh? However, football doesn't always work like that. Because if it did, we were supposed to beat Real Madrid when we was going for the quad. Because we already lost to them once before. We were supposed to beat them that time. But football don't always work like that. It's on the night, on the day. Are you ready? And today, we weren't ready. Against Luton, we weren't ready. We only have to hope now that we're ready for Sunday. We're just thinking because with Liverpool, we'll just shake it off, tear. We'll go Brentford, we'll just switch it up. It's not that easy, bro. Because when you draw or lose a game, it's not just the players that played, it's the players that didn't play as well. Because you got to go and change that mentality now of, okay, we got to go and do this thing proper. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm not like in despair or like, oh my God, I'm not going to sleep at night. But I'm just a little bit quietly concerned of we have to address this now, nip it in the bud. I thought it got nipped in the bud against Luton. I didn't think we'll perform like this. You know what I'm saying? And we did. Ram, what are you going to say, bro? So before we get to player ratings.
I think that's what you said was exactly what I was thinking. You talk about that Luton game, and I said it before. I said it. I think I said it in the chat as well. Complacency was a big thing against Luton. Like, how can it be that? Again, I'm going to say this. There's always going to be a caveat when it comes to Alisson and Van Dijk because I think this season they set levels. They set the level for this for what it's got to be to play for Liverpool Football Club. But why is it that Gravenberch, the only man that doesn't have a solidified place in his team, is the only one that's putting up performances, whilst everyone else who has more or less a solidified place puts up a stinker? That smells complacency and no care or lack of self-awareness of where you are in Liverpool. And coming into this game, I was hoping some certain players would come into this game, take it by the scruff of their neck and put in some brilliant performances. And they didn't. And we've got to call it out for what it is, man. Right? And just the last thing on the Simikas thing, and then we go on to the player ratings because I think the people are waiting for it.
Yeah, they are.
It's damning how a guy who hasn't played left back since 2015 comes in and plays at left back for a recognised left back against Luton. I'm just saying.
That says a lot. I can't even lie, bro. And not only that, we're gonna go into the player ratings because that's what the people are waiting for. So big up to everybody as well. That's with us. Over 700 people in here right now. Yeah, smash the like button. It's Team Kopish. It's Mons. It's Rams. All-star squad. Do you get what I'm saying? People, smash the like button and make sure you go and check out their channels as well, please. Thank you. Right, let's get onto the player ratings. Right. Let's see. Right, you man. Right, because I'm looking at that. All right, so I'm looking at the thing. All right, so what you man say for Kelleher? All right, Drift. What would for player ratings? We'll let you go first, and then it'll go Ram, then it'll go Mons, then it'll go me because I saw least of the game, so I'll go last. So everyone go on mute. Drift, what's your rating for Kelleher, bro?
The mad thing is, I can only really rate off the second half, so I'm not sure if that's unfair or not.
That's like me, bro. So it is what it is.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to give Kelleher 4.
Fair play. Ram, what are you saying?
I wouldn't go say it was a 4. I'd put him in average. I'll put him at 5. I wish that was a 4.5 though.
I'm not gonna lie though, Kelleher. Yeah. Anyway, so all right, Mons, what are you saying?
3.
I'm gonna be honest. Kelleher hasn't looked like the Kelleher of old, and the games he's played, for me, gets a 4. So I think we kind of all agree 4. Who started off as right back? Was it Joey G in it?
Yeah, Gomez.
Yeah, Drift. What's there for Joey G, bro?
7.
Okay.
From what I saw, Joey was good. From what I saw, Joey was good.
Oh, there's echo. Sorry, guys.
Go on, Drift. Finish what you're gonna say, bro.
Yeah, I think Joey was good today. From what I saw, again, I don't know what happened in the first half. So if I missed anything, then obviously I'm just judging it off the second half. But in the second half, I thought his ball retention was good. I thought he did try to advance up the pitch. I didn't see him get beat defensively in any one-on-ones. He put a couple of good crosses into the box. I saw Joey playing well. I saw him playing well. Again, this is the mad thing as well. Like, you know, when there's been a player that's been like terrible in the past, it's like if you give him a big score, you get a lot of eyebrows. Like, oh my God, I'm used to hearing that guy with like low ratings. What's going on? But like, if he plays well, he's played well. So again, I'm just basing off of what I saw in the second half. I thought he was good. I'm giving him a 7.
No, fair play, bro. Fair play. Ram, what are you saying, bro? For Joey G?
I wouldn't go far as 7, but you know, is gonna be, I'll say 6 for Joey G. I don't think he did too much wrong. Maybe the second goal, the positioning of himself at left back. I think the whole left hand side was a little bit dead at pass in the second half. But yeah, I'll probably go for a 6. Putting some decent crosses as well.
Fair play. So just got my 7, Ram got my 6 at 6. Mons, what are you saying for Joey G?
5.
Me personally, I think he was above average. I'm gonna say 6. So Ram, you said 6, yeah?
Yeah.
Jiffy said 7. Mons said 5. Okay, averages out as a 6 then. Cool. Let's go with Matip. Drift, what are you saying for Matip, bro?
4. Matip was poor.
Hold on, you thought Matip was a 4? Was he that bad? Again,
Yes.
Swear.
Yeah, the goals. I think he was quite culpable for 2 of them. Like he could have defended a lot better. Yeah.
Right, I'm not gonna lie, Drift. The people, they agree. They said he's bad today. All right, then. So, Mons is saying 4. Drift saying 4. Ram, what are you saying for?
No. Hey.
Oh, sorry, Mons. What are you saying for?
He gets a 2 from me. He's getting a 2.
Oh, he gets a 2.
He gets a 2 from me.
3.
It wasn't even just his defending. He was giving the ball away on the halfway line, and it led to the goal as well. I just need more.
3.
4 is generous.
And he was culpable for 3 times the ball went into the back of the net. Luckily, one of them he got fouled for by the striker. If he was a little bit more smarter with his movement, it would have been a big problem. 3.
Can't lie, like, from when you lot are saying that, I didn't think. Sorry. Drift?
Oh yeah, so I keep forgetting there's going to be echo, and I think I do think he was legitimately fouled as well, though. As in, like, you know that one, like I think it was a foul, so I wouldn't go hammering him for that. He was fouled, but yeah, other than that, he wasn't good.
General consensus. All right, fair play. I didn't really see a lot of the game, but from what I saw, Matic was okay, but I would say a 4. Ram, what did you give him again?
3.
Mons gave him a 2. And Jiff, what did you give him again? Sorry?
4.
4.
It might be goes in there still. All right, cool. What we saying for Kwanzaa, Drift, Kwanzaa? That's your brethren, bro.
If there was a 4.5, I'd be giving him a 4.5. But again, from what I saw, I'll just go 5 average. Because I don't quite think he was as bad as Matip, but like he didn't have the best games from what I saw. So I'll just go 5 average.
Ram, Kwanzaa.
I would have given him a 5 if that goal stood.
Mm.
100%, I would have given him a 5 because I think he was poor as well. 4.5 would have been perfect. For 4.
4. Mont, what are you saying for Kwanzaa, bro?
Yeah, I'll go 4. I'll go 4 for me.
All right, cool. Say less. I'm saying 4 for Kwanzaa as well. Cool. Simikas, Drift, Simikas.
I plead the 5th.
That man said he's below awful. Fair play. Ram. What are you saying for Simi?
You see that tier underneath poor? Yeah, put him in there.
There's not even a tier, but we might have to make one up. All right, so he goes into awful. Mons, what about you, bro?
Remember, he got hooked as well, yeah, Mons.
Rob, man trying to sway the vote. He said, yo, remember, he got hooked, you know.
Yeah, you can get square root of 1.
Square root of 1.
Do you know how mad that is?
You don't do the math in it. Do the math.
No, I know. No, I done the math, and it doesn't matter what I say. He's there. I done the math.
Hey, Ram, you know why I think you should give Kwanzaa 5? Because the goal was legit. We just got robbed.
Nah, stretching it.
But it weren't. It weren't. It weren't.
But take out the goal, Drift. What about the overall performance, though?
No, I'm just saying, if Ram said he would have given him a 5 if the goal had stood, because the goal should have stood, I think the rating should still be applicable. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, I know Kwanzaa's that's your brethren, but fam,
Yo,
he's there.
Kwanzaa's my brethren as well, man.
I said the same thing when Diaz's goal went in, but it was disallowed, that I'm going to rate him like it was a goal because it should have been. I'm just keeping the same energy, that's all.
But Drift, he wasn't that great.
Drift, I have to be real, I do with absolutes. As much as I rate Kwanzaa, one a goal from. It got disallowed. I'm gonna be Thanos. I do with absolutes today. But no, I think Kwanzaa's in. Listen, we lost 3-2 to Toulouse, man. It's frustrating. All right, Simikas. All right, cool. Who played DM? Okay, that must be Endo. I'm trying to find Endo in the player ratings, fam. Where's Endo? Oh, there he is. All right, Drift. What's there for Endo, fam?
I plead the 5th.
Yeah, that says everything I need to know about Endo. Ram, what you saying for Endo, fam?
You see where Simikas is, yeah? You'll put him next to him.
Okay. Mons, what you saying for Endo?
Stunk out the gap. Awful.
Okay, then. So it don't matter what I say. The general consensus is Endo wasn't Endo in it.
Man, them are saying 1 week unwashed ball bags. Mad thing.
Bruh.
Bin juice. Serious bin juice.
Nah, that is wild.
And bin juice from the food waste bin.
That is wild, because sometimes the food waste bin isn't for 2 weeks.
Dinging.
That is wild.
With that mold as well, bro.
Oh, you know what, Mons? Bin juice. That's an underrated smell still. That is disgusting. Oh my god. No, you know when you walk past and like everyone's just thrown stuff for like a week and no bin man's come to get it yet, and you're like, what is that smell?
It's like someone
Oh,
slapped
mad.
Yeah,
Mad. And you don't even know what it is, but there's just like liquid coming from the black bag along the floor. And you're like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. That's gross.
Bro, bin juice is serious tension. Just anyway, let's move on.
I think there's a deeper conversation like regarding Endo that's gonna because it's not looking good. I can't lie. So all right, cool. It was right-sided mid.
Elliot.
What we're saying for Harvey, Drift. What's it for Harvey, bro?
7. I thought Harvey was, from what I saw, Harvey was really good. He did waste a lot of the opportunities that he could have done slightly better with, but he was Liverpool's best player, definitely. Definitely Liverpool's best player. Maybe even 7.5, you know. Yeah, 7.5. Give Harvey 7.5.
Fair play. Ram, what you saying for Elliot, bro?
I agree. I think he did well. He stayed on and he still created a couple of good chances. 7.
7. Best player on the pitch. Not that was that hard to do, but again, a little bit wasteful, like what Jeff said. But I'll say 7 simply because of application as well.
I'm cool with 7 for Harvey. I thought you played well. Left side is centre mid. I just want to put this into perspective. I know he played in a team that had 9 changes, but McAllister
no, Matt, no, he played in his position.
No, but bro, let me learn.
Sorry. I was a little bit. I was ready for that one.
No, don't worry. So people have been crying out for him to play in his preferred position. Pause. Played left centre mid. Didn't play DM to start the game, but had to play DM obviously when Endo got brought off. McAllister. Again, I just want a little caveat. Didn't play with the first team 11, so to speak, but he should have been happy because he get to do what he normally does. Drift, what we say for McAllister, bro?
How many times are you allowed to plead the 5th?
Twice. You want, bro.
I plead the 5th.
Yo, that's for McAllister. Okay, cool. Ram, what are you saying? And I'm looking at the comments, people. So I see no comments. My comments actually turned off, so I don't want to get no. Yeah, what are you saying?
You got an assist.
Did he get an assist?
Yeah, you got an assist. But that don't mean he won good. That don't mean he was good, sorry. He was ass.
Did he mess up the control thing when he just had to chest it and it went into? I'm just asking questions, but
nah, because he controlled it. He controlled it, but then because you open your arms out when you control it.
He done this, he done the whole. I did that.
Yeah.
Okay. Mad, didn't it? If he's
he got the assist for Jota as well, bro. He got the assist for the second goal that we scored for Jota.
So what are you saying for McAllister?
Yeah, you see 2 to 4, yeah? Put him in there.
Okay, so Driss plead the 5th. Ram is saying 2 to 4. Monts, what you saying for McAllister?
That assist not for me, man. He stunk like the freeways bin 2, man. 2. He gets a 2.
I've only put him in 2 to 4 because he literally got an assist. That's it.
He's supposed to be better than everyone else that's playing on the pitch because he's actually naturally part of the first team. He got a chance to play in his position and he still stunk out the gap and made the same mistakes people said he wouldn't make because he's playing out of position. But he made those mistakes in position. I would not be fooled by an assist that meant nothing in the course of the game.
I said I won't be fooled, you know. I said you can't fool me.
Impossible.
All right, people, listen. You see what McAllister gets. Also, people, I just want to say, listen, smash the like button. Love and appreciate you all. I can see super chats today. Gonna read them out afterwards. We're gonna have to speed this up a bit, people. So just bear with me. Gonna have to speed run it through. We're having technical difficulties today as well, and some of the guests as well have to leave. And I want to try and keep everybody on it as long as possible. So, all right, cool. Next person is we're on to the front three now, isn't it?
Yep.
It was the front three. It was Gakpo. What was it? Gakpo, Diaz, and
Dope.
and who? And Doak, innit?
Dope.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go with Doak. Quick. All right, Drift. What you say for Doak?
I'm just gonna make this easy, so you don't have to keep asking me. I'm going a 3 for Doak and Gakpo, and I'm going a 5 for Diaz.
Cool. Ram, what you saying for Doak?
Doke 3. No, sorry, Doke 4. Same things. Poor.
Okay, poor. Mons, Doak.
3. Yeah, I'll go 3.
I thought Doak was poor. Gakpo. What was saying for Gakpo? I know Drift said 3 or 4. Drift, you say 3 or 4 for Gakpo?
There was one half turn that I really liked, and then I didn't see him for the rest of the game.
Man said a half turn.
Man was moving like Casper the Unfriendly Ghost, bro.
If we're talking about half turn, and that's all we've got to say for about 70 minutes.
Went to the Harry Potter Museum, got the Cloak of Invisibility, and I think he stole it. Yeah, that's what happened. Anyway,
Man, full Harry Potter, bro.
All right, so what are you saying for Gakpo then? Is he in 2 to 4 category?
2. I said not 3. Yeah, we have 3 in it. Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
4.
3.
And I think just the same thing.
2.5.
I know Drift went 5 for Diaz. So what are you man saying for Diaz?
5 as well.
Yeah, okay, 5. We get a 5. Actually, no, he was responsible for the goal. 4.
4.
No, but at least he was actually taking on his mind.
No. I'm giving Diaz 5 because I saw Diaz being actually aggressive from what I
saw
of it.
Yeah, aggressively losing the ball for the goal.
Nah, but Mons, at least he was taking on his man and he was actually doing something.
Cody Gakpo went missing and was in the 2 to 4 bracket. Diaz is actually trying to make things happen.
He can go and average. I think he was poor. Not he was poor. I think he was a 4, but not in the poor category, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Because 4 is 2. I don't think he was poor, but he'd get a 4 out of 10 from me, or 4.5. So you can go average. I'm happy for him to be an average.
Fair play. Right, let's do the subs then quickly. Who was Sobo? For me, let me go first this one. I thought Sobo goes in 2 to 4. I thought it was poor. What you lot saying? Drift, start of you. What are you saying for us?
Yeah, last 2 games have worried me a little bit about what's happened to his form. I thought he was a 3 when he came on. I thought he was bad.
Cool. Rab, what are you saying for Sobo?
2.
I agree. Mons? Sobo?
2.
All right then. Salah.
Put him right next to Sobo. Put him right next to Sobo. He was more involved in the game, but he didn't look himself at all.
I would disagree, Joe. There's a case that he might be lower.
Oh, right. You're going to go lower, bro.
There's the case. The case is being put forward, man.
Ram, what's your final score on Salah, bro?
2.
Months.
Salah gets a 2.5. Staggering 2.5.
Salah gets a 2. Salah was awful then.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Drift, I start with you. Diogo Jota, goal scorer, great goal. Jota, what are we saying for Jota?
As far as cameos go, I'm giving him an 8.5.
Respect that still. Ram?
I'm going to go as far as 8.5. Got 7.5. I think that's good. Isn't it? Yeah.
Cool. Average out as an 8 so far. And Mons, what about you, bro? For Jota?
Sorry, bro. I just had to listen to something, man. Sorry, who's there?
Jota. What are you saying for Jota?
He gets a 7. Yeah, 7.
For me, Jota gets 7.5, so that means you average it out about 8.
But I'm gonna have to jump into the backstage now.
But we got one more person before. Okay. One more. We got all right then. Darwin Núñez. Drift. I'll start with you first, bro.
5.
Cool. Ram, Nunes,
5.
Mons.
4.
I'll give him a 5 for his average. And even though we haven't got Klopp on the board, what we're saying for Jurgen Klopp, you guys, just quickly.
Team was good enough to win the game. 6.
I tell you this, Matt. Yeah, me and JJ did a team lineup prediction. It was the exact same team that me and JJ said that Klopp would put out. I have no problem with the starting lineup. The players didn't perform. You can't blame him. Let down by some idiots.
It's fair play, bro. What would you give Jurgen Klopp for his rating? Mont says 6. What are you saying?
6, 6.5, maybe because he agreed with us.
Fair play.
I'll go 5.5 for Klopp.
I'm going 6 as well for Klopp because I look at it like, yeah, you've made 9 changes, but that team is more than capable of beating Toulouse. I feel like it's the players that let Klopp down today, more so than his team selection or his tactics. I think the players, some of those players that don't play week in, week out, let themselves down today, and they should have done way better.
Oh, we forgot one more.
Who?
It's Trent.
Oh, flip. What are you saying for Trent, Ram?
Culpable for that third goal when he drift. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he's got to get a 3 or a 4 today, Trent.
Yeah. 4.5 4. Poor. Just poor.
Cool. What about you, Mons?
2.
I'm giving Trent in the poor category 2 to 4. So I would say 4 for Trent. He was poor.
Grow the dreads back, because that's how bad he was. Grow the dreads back. That's how bad he was. That was dreads Trent.
Just to let you know, Matt, that is like an 11 that we put out for poor and awful. A full 11.
I know. I'm looking at it now, thinking the look at the ratings, bro. That says everything you need to know about today's game. That majority of the players that played today were poor. They were just poor. And application was just shocking, bro. I can't even lie. That should not be happening at all. Right. That is the player ratings. Right. We're gonna read off the supers, then we're gonna head out. Mons, you ever say for the supers, or you got to shoot, bro? If you got to shoot, you got to shoot.
Yeah, I've got to shoot. Just before I go, obviously, big up everyone in the chat. Obviously, we lost today, but it is what it is. Big up Drifty as well. Love having me on, Matt. Good to see you again. Hopefully, we'll be on soon. Ram, obviously, will jump on when you guys have done the supers as well. And I think I'm about 3 subs off of 7K. So again, if you guys want to subscribe, names in the title, and we're going to be live speaking with some Man U fans. So if you guys want to laugh at some Manchester United fans as well, head over straight after this. It'll be redirected. So again, love the Kopish community. Big up Cal and the man them. I'm a shoot, and I'm ill, by the way. That's why I've been quiet. I'm ill, but yeah, bless up, man.
Love us always, brother.
Bless up.
Trust me. Big up. And go subscribe to Mons, man. 3K offers. What? Sorry, 3K. Free subscribers. Man said 3K. You know, 3 subscribers. Just 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Big up Mons, man. Right, let's read the rest of the supers before we head out. Tekka NBA says, Mons, bro, your energy different when it's to Darwin. Guess he's trying to say he's got a personal vendetta with Darwin. It's unfortunate that Mons just left literally as I read that. Soppy says, miss Trent Alexander-Arnold at attacking right back when he got all the assists. I think so do we, but the system was very, very different then. We had a shield in midfield, didn't it? Now we've got a whole leap of weaponry that's just different. But yeah, I think we are lacking some defensive nous in there. Tekka also says someone's belly keeps growling. Probably all of us, bro. Every man's hungry.
No, I'll be honest with you, that's mine.
I wasn't even gonna bait you out, but I knew it was you. I wasn't gonna bait you out, you know. See that? I tried to say.
No, I appreciate that, but you know, man, there's no shame in my game. I haven't eaten since my missus made me something this morning. Like I literally haven't eaten since this morning. Like that's my belly. You could hear. That's me.
Bro, man tried to save you with the invention, but anyway, that's cool. It's cool. Omar says, What's different? The handball to Rodri one need a dub. 100%. I know exactly what it means. No, but the Rodri one is I don't want to think about it.
It directly hits his hand.
It's
the
worse.
Rodri one directly hits his hand. Where this one, he
chest,
controls
then the
it.
arm. Rodri straight arm, and they just said it's
I
good
think
to
it
go.
hits his foot, then his chest, then his arm.
Hold on a minute. I could be going so left here. Ram, is there a club that actually is owned by a club that's kind of got a co-agreement with Toulouse, like a higher team?
Well, like an affiliated club.
Yeah, is there? Or who's? I swear Toulouse is under an umbrella, people. And you know what's so crazy? I feel like it's us, but I feel like there's definitely a team that's under an umbrella for Toulouse. People in the chat, you will know. You let me know. You let me know, people. What are you lot saying in the chat?
I think you're getting it mixed up with might be Nice.
No, hold on. Someone said Chelsea. Someone said Redbird. Man City, Redbird. I'm telling you. Hold on. Who is it, people? I need to see the majority. Oh my gosh. Man City and Redbird. AC Milan, Redbird. Are you joking me? FSG and Redbird are together. The Redbird. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
So hold on. Liverpool. Oh my. You know what? Let me not say nothing.
We just drew to us. We just drew to us. No, we just lost.
Our affiliated team that's supposed to look after us, so to speak. Pause.
But they're not our affiliate team, though.
No, but it's FSG Redbird.
No, but they can't. An affiliate team. So Vitesse and Chelsea. Vitesse is Chelsea's affiliate team because they actually use players to go into their club. We don't do that with Thingy.
Toulouse yet.
Not yet. We just don't do it.
Makes it even worse, bro. It's FSG, bro. I knew something was crazy.
Yeah,
I knew
FSG made us lose, bro.
Against us. Yeah, FSG, bro. You know what I mean? It's
always FSG out, man. FSG out.
All day, every day. Fair play. I knew there was something going on. Mr. Link, Mont speaking facts, big ups. Big up yourself, Mr. Link. And Tech NBA says not judging Matt 10 till he plays 8 with the A team. I agree with that as well. Obviously, you can't judge it, but yeah, we'll wait and see. But I think as things stand, he's going to be playing number 6 because I just think Endo can't convince the manager that he should be starting. If I'm being honest. Go on, Jeff. I don't want to say something. Go on. Jeff, you can say something? Okay, just ain't gonna say nothing. What you shaking his head, disagreeing. Fair play. All right then. I think that's it for the supers. Listen, people. Liverpool lost today to Toulouse. No pun intended. Again, 3-2. It was a controversial end to the game. Oh, Jeff, okay, yeah, controversial end to the game. It is what it is. Hopefully, it's just one of them games where you look back on and go, it's just, we lost that game and nothing sort of carries on because we got Brentford and it's not a joke. And I just want to big up everybody that's able to join us for the watch along, that's able to join us for this match reaction. Big up to Ram and big up to Mons that was able to join us for the watch along as well. Big up to those two, they held it down. Pause, you get what I'm saying? Big up to those two brothers. Big up to Drift as well. Unfortunately, had the technical issues, but Drift's still here. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, man. People, listen, don't let Liverpool mash up your Thursday, Because trust me, even on my Thursday,
too late, bro.
See, all the technicals and all them things there. Drift had to remind us the Thursday thing mash up anyway. But no, listen, people, man, love for you all, man. We'll be back. Let me think. We might be back tomorrow. Actually, stay tuned for the socials. If we're not back tomorrow, but I think we should be because obviously, in fact, you'll catch us for the preview. It'll either be out Friday or Saturday. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe to Ram as well. Ram, sorry, bro. Let the people know where they can find you, my brother.
Yeah, bro. You can find me on the Ram stand. I've started my own little channel. Just uploading as much as possible. Probably will upload a little review of the game today. Probably just me raging. Someone in the chat could probably link it down in the chat. But yeah, just subscribe to the Ram stand on the road to 500. I think I'm on like 249 or 250. So if the majority of you people can get subscribed, then I'll be on 500 already, man. But we move, innit? We move.
We got around, man. And people, listen, man, make sure you go and subscribe. Yeah, please. And you know what I'm also gonna do as well? Give me 1 second. Now, you know what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm actually gonna put Ram's channel in the chat as well. So big up to everybody as well. Go subscribe to Ram. That's our brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get to 500 subscribers. Big up to everybody that's able to join us tonight as well. Like I said, we'll be back. Check the socials. And yeah, man, it ain't been a great Thursday. Liverpool lost to Toulouse 3-2. It's one of them games where you just want to act like it never happened, but it did. We move on. Have a blessed rest of the day, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching these people. And you never guess what? We'll see you on the other side because we're Liverpool and we're here to stay. Love for you all. We out, people.